G'day, we're Keza and Steve. We've swapped the daily grind for the big lap. 12 months in our Ford Everest and off-road caravan with our spoilt furry child, Nala. It's all about adventure before dementia. Making memories one magical campsite at a time. Please follow us along on our journey. We start this episode with the X-Series Navigator getting a wheel alignment. As we were driving into Perth, we had a call over the CB radio letting us know that the camber was out on the right wheel. We are at New Norcia, a monastery town about an hour and a half north of Perth. We've got a little camp here. It's $10 for the unpowered sites. It's fully self-contained, or you can get power sites up behind the roadhouse for $15 a night. We decided to save the $5 and stay down here because we don't really need power today. But it's a nice open area. It's called the Oval. Nice looking spot, don't you think?
Don't know if I can find my way out. Everything's going up.
Sheepyards on the Wheatbelt trail, heading towards Elachbutting Rock. This is one of the tourist attractions along the way. All those granite rocks were brought in and put on their sides to create the sheepyards. Put the drone up and have a look at this from the air.
Fall into the ocean. Reaching out, I'm reaching. The water is rising over me. The water is rising. It's coming. I'm reaching out, I'm reaching. The water is rising over me. The water is rising. I'm reaching. It's coming. I'm reaching.
We are staying at Beringbooding Rock campground. It's a dog-friendly free camp. It's got some drop toilets, plenty of room. We're in fact the only ones here. Just going to walk up here onto the rock and grab a couple of pictures of this sunset. Looks like it's going to be a good one behind me there. So there we are, there's the camp. Plenty of room here, but we're the only ones here, as I said. So this campground, or this rock, Beringbooding Rock, captures water from the rock and channels it into the tank. Just walking up one part of Elachbutting Rock. This is a huge rock. Shouldn't really be doing this in thongs either. Might give that a bit of miss. Coming back in the morning and we're going to look at this at sunrise. I think sunrise on this rock is going to be pretty spectacular. We are here for sunrise at Elachbutting Rock. Elachbutting Rock is one of those places that sneaks up on you out in the Wheatbelt. You're cruising along through open farmland, then suddenly this huge granite dome rises out of the landscape. The rock is full of surprises, from the wave-shaped cave carved out of centuries of wind and rain, to the echoing tunnel where every sound bounces back at you. There are campgrounds around the rock, but we couldn't stay here as it's a national park and not dog friendly. The colours of the sunrise and the way the light reflected on the rock made this early morning start worthwhile. It is one of the highlights of our trip so far. This rock and Beringbooding Rock where we camped are remote. We didn't see anybody at either site for 2 days. What really hits you is the sheer size of it. This granite dome stretches hundreds of metres with long sweeping curves and towering walls that catch the light differently through the day. When you stand at the base and look up, it feels massive. The whole landscape is leaning over you, It's one of those places that reminds you just how old and powerful this country really is.
This is rock wave as opposed to Highlands wave rock. There's light.
Monty's Pass, isn't it?
We want to go out or back through?
Back through, I'm going to guess. This is cool. It is an easy climb to the top, and there is a four-wheel drive track at one end that takes you most of the way up. The effort is worth it. The breathtaking views, the ruggedness of the rock, and those magnificent colours. Truly amazing. The windmill's making the horse's legs move. Very clever. This is Lake McDermott. Found a free camp here. There's nobody here, so we set up alongside the shelter, thinking that if anybody else come along we could move into a more appropriate spot, allow everybody a bit of room. But we've been here for 2 days and we've seen one car that drove in, used the toilet and drove back out again. Big shelter set up by the community. Perfect little spot. I've spent a day editing YouTube videos. Nice relaxing day. And now we're going to head off to Killarney for the music festival. So we were going to stay at Cowcowing Lakes. We drove out there. It was about no shade, no wind, no breeze, no nothing. It was unbearable. So we had a bit of a look around on Wiki Camps and found this camp here, Lake McDermott. Beautiful little spot. The shade with the tables and chairs. It was magic. Perfect for a couple of nights.
You initially wanted to go to the other one because of the astro photography, didn't you?
That's right. So initially we wanted to go, or I wanted to go to Cowan Lakes because it was supposed to be good for astrophotography. So I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, did a bit of, took a few photos. We'll have a play with them on the computer later on, and I will stick them in right here. This little gem of a salt lake is Job Lake. It's just south of Beacon in the Western Australian Wheatbelt. It is the most stunning of the salt lakes we've seen on the trip so far. The salt could easily be mistaken for snow with floating ice in the water.
We're just here at Beacon, just on our way to Killarney. We're just doing the toilet drop off and the water fill up for our weekend at Killarney. But we've just come across this gorgeous little sculpture garden at the Beacon General Store where we're going to get our groceries and things.
We spent 3 nights at Killarney where we attended the Wheatstock Music Festival, which was awesome and a credit to the organisers. We spent time at the local club where some of the Pilgrim Brothers performed ad-lib and unplugged on the Friday and the Sunday nights whilst mingling with the patrons. We were also honoured to be invited to the Green Room Marquee on the Sunday as guests of the Pilgrim Brothers. A truly amazing experience.
Nice.
Shane, Alex and Laura got out their whips and showed us their whipping skills. Unfortunately, the photographer didn't get any footage of Laura, but she more than held her own. It was a very special weekend with some very special people. We are really, truly blessed. So, at the end of the last video, I promised the goldfields in this episode. It turns out I couldn't fit it, so it's in the next one. Remember, if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up. It will help our channel grow. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. It's free and it will make it easier to follow our channel. If you enjoyed this episode, hit like, subscribe, and stay with us for the next chapter. Thanks for being part of the story. Cheers for now, Keza and Steve.